Ready to escape into a world of enchanting pixels? What is up, my peeps? And today we're going to be reading Super Mario Trivia. It's a me, Mario! It seems like Nintendo's mustachioed hero is everywhere, in best-selling video games, his own animated movie, and most importantly, our hearts. Mario's a character who has been beloved by many for over 40 years. He's an everyman fans can relate and root for. He's an everyman fans can relate to and root for. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, who doesn't want to see him rescue Princess Peach from Bowser, as he so often sets out to do? We stepped into the Mushroom Kingdom and explored new worlds, met legendary villains, and utilized exciting power-ups. But how closely have you been paying attention? In the pages that follow, we're asking you about everything from the arcade game he first appeared in to the Mario-inspired dishes served at Super Nintendo World. Get ready, because it's Mario Trivia time! Here are the table of contents. Mario's origin story. Before he arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom, everyone's favorite plumber was just a concept on a page. Test your knowledge of the character's creator, history, and basic facts. Who created Mario? We have a Nintendo employee named Shigeru Miyamoto to thank for Mario. The Japanese company struggled to break into the North American market until he developed Donkey Kong, and then Mario Bros. As arcade games. Many more popular video games followed, such as The Legend of Zelda. What game did Mario first appear in? We first saw Mario in the previously mentioned 1981 arcade hit Donkey Kong, in which he was originally known as Jumpman. In this game, Mario climbs from platform to platform while dodging obstacles such as barrels and oil drums to rescue Pauline from the giant gorilla's clutches. I should also mention that Pauline appeared in Super Mario Odyssey, so that's rather interesting. Even I didn't know that. But then again, I mostly grew up with Mario via Mario Kart Wii and nothing else. Anyway, which cartoon character did Shigeru Miyamoto want as the hero of his game? Popeye the Sailor Man. Miyamoto had his heart set on making Popeye his protagonist, but Nintendo couldn't secure the licensing rights. That's when he created Donkey Kong, Lady, who eventually became Pauline, and Jumpman, a character we now know as Mario. 4. Why does Mario wear overalls? This signature part of Mario's look came about because of technical issues with the original game. Miyamoto could only use 3 frames to show Mario was running, so to make the movement easier to see, Miyamoto wanted Mario's arms and body to be different colors, hence overalls. 5. What was Mario originally called? Before he was Mario, he was Mr. Video and Jumpman. Really? Wow. Anyway, he was Mr. Video and Jumpman, but Nintendo executives, not exclusives, didn't think those names would resonate in the U.S. creator. Would resonate in the U.S. Creator Shigeru Miyamoto warned American warehouse workers called the character Mario because of the cartoon's resemblance to their landlord, a Italian-American man named Mario Segale. I hope I'm saying that right. And the rest is history. Did Mario ever get his own arcade game? 6. Did Mario ever get his own arcade game? Yes, Mario Bros. Was the first game to have Mario's name in the title. Released in 1983, it introduced Mario as an Italian plumber with a twin brother named Luigi. The object of the game is to help the brothers punch enemies, such as crabs and turtles, that come out of the pipes. True or false? Mario was always a plumber. 7. True or false? Mario was always a plumber. False. His profession was chosen to fit each game. In Donkey Kong, he was a carpenter because the game took place on a construction site. He was turned into a plumber in Mario Bros. Because most of the game involves pipes. 8. What inspired the character's design? Mario's original look is mostly a product of the graphical limitations of 1980s video games. For instance, he was given a hat so Miyamoto would not have to animate his hair, and a large nose and mustache made it easy for people to tell he's human. His look has been updated since then, but it's always remained similar to the initial concepts. 9. When did the first Mario video game come out? In 1985, you could play the first ever console-based Mario video game, Super Mario Bros., better known as Mario 1 nowadays, in your own living room on the NES. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, better known as the NES. Up there's some picture, or some, different appearances of Mario. You are more than welcome to read that as I read along down here. To number 10. How did Mario become popular so quickly? Nintendo had Mario make cameos in nearly a dozen different games in the early days of his creation. The company has continued to do this throughout the years, and to this day, Mario has appeared in over 200 games. Alright, moving on. 11. Where is Mario from? We've known since the arcade game that Mario is from NYC, but the TV shows and movies have confirmed that he's from the borough of Brooklyn specifically. So basically, Brooklyn, NY. So basically, NYC's Brooklyn. Basically. Anyway, 12. How old is Mario? Creator Shigeru Miyamoto has stated that Mario's age is approximately 24 to 25 years old? I didn't know that. Huh. That is actually really interesting. Anyway, 13. When is Mario's birthday? According to a calendar in a 1998 issue of Nintendo Power magazine, it's October 11th. Interesting. What is Mario's full name? Oh, this is hilarious. What is Mario's full name? Although Nintendo previously claimed that Mario has no last name, Shigeru Miyamoto confirmed in 2015 that the character's full name is literally his name repeated twice. Mario. Okay. Really, Miyamoto? That's the best you could come up with? I'm not bad-mouthing the man. I'm just laughing because how hilarious that is. Anyways, moving on. The Mushroom Kingdom crew, finally. Prove how much you know about Mario and his friends and their foes. And as you can see, the text at the bottom down here reads, cut out this special collector's poster. I am not going to do that, obviously, but if y'all had this magazine, you could. Mario! Cut out this special collector's poster. What the? Oh, that's not the collector's poster. Oh, up here on the pipe. Why does Mario have a normal job? According to creator Shigeru Miyamoto, everyone at Nintendo wanted him to be someone who might live near you and not a superhero. So this would explain why most people don't think superhero when they think Mario, but do think superhero when they hear Sonic. That actually makes sense. Anyway, how many occupations has Mario had? Per Nintendo, Mario officially has held seven different jobs, including plumber, doctor, racer, martial artist, professional baseball player, soccer player, and basketball player. So yeah, basically professional baseball, soccer, and basketball. Huh. What? Oh. Oops. Did I miss... No, the page went... Oh, it's up here. Okay, I thought I missed something. Alright. Alrighty. I hate this. There we go. How does Mario gain new abilities? He utilizes power-ups, for instance. The Fire Flower allows him to shoot fireballs. The Super Mushroom lets him grow larger and take extra hits, and the Superstar makes him invincible. Oh, so it's the Superstar, not the Power Star like I kept calling it when I was younger. And growing up with and playing Mario Kart Wii. Anyway, what's the longest sentence Mario's ever said in a game? Mario has his signature sounds and phrases, but otherwise he doesn't really talk much. In Mario vs. DK, he lets out his longest sentence ever. You know, I gotta say, it's nice to have a little mini Mario. That's interesting. Alright, 5. True or false? Mario was the first video game character to get his own movie. True. A live-action movie... Hint, hint, the 1993 Mario movie was released in... Oh, I kind of said that already, oh well. Basically, the live-action 1993 movie featuring... the live-action 1993 Mario movie featuring Bob Hoskins as Mario and John L. as Luigi. The movie was considered both a critical and financial failure, and Nintendo wouldn't allow another Mario movie to be made until 2023. And of course, like I said in the last video, I've seen or I might have said this in the last video, but I've actually seen the 2023 movie. I've not seen the 1993. I've seen the 2023 movie, but not the 1993 movie. That would be interesting to watch, though. Anyway, when is Mario Day? Oh, we all know this. I don't even need to read this. March 10th. Duh. I didn't need to see that. Oh, we all know this as well. Luigi is clearly taller than Mario. I don't even have to read that. Well, we all know that. Anyway, oh my goodness. Not which. When the characters first appeared, Luigi was just like Mario, except for his green clothing. When did that change? In Mario 2, Luigi became taller and slimmer than Mario. He was also given the ability to jump higher as well. Huh. I actually dressed up as Luigi during a Halloween once. Oh god. They put this memeable picture down here. Fun fact, y'all, that doesn't even relate to this book. Did you know that this picture this picture is taken from the replay of, I think, is it Toad Harbor? I think it's what it is. And apparently, in the footage, apparently the replay footage, actually, of Luigi here, managed to get on the news for the sole points because of him staring because of his stare into the camera. Apparently people thought it was a death stare or something. That's what the news called it anyway. Again, I just find that hilarious. Not even related to the book, I find that hilarious. Anyways, getting back on track. Why is he named Luigi? Shigeru Miyamoto says he looked for the second most popular Italian name after Mario, and it was Luigi. It also sounds like Rigi, the Japanese word for similar, which the brothers are. Oh my god, that is so cool. Anyway. When was the year of Luigi? That's funny. Kind of like the year of Shadow. Anyway, Nintendo christened 2013 the year of Luigi to celebrate 30 years of the beloved character. Interesting. What was Luigi's first solo game? I don't even have to read this. This is easy. Luigi's Mansion. That's all I'm saying there. I'm not reading that. We've all heard of Luigi's Mansion. Anyway. So they do mention it. What was the whole point of me going on that tangent? They do mention that. Well, I guess it was on topic after all then. Anyway, where did the Luigi death stare meme come from? This picture right here that I literally just rambled on about before starting this whole page. So yeah. So yeah, moving on. Yeah, moving on. Alright, 13 in tiny text. Whoops. Why do Mario and Luigi have a tight bond with Yoshi? Many Yoshis... ICYMI... What is that? Anyway, I have no idea what that means. He's one of a whole species that shares the same name. Oh, okay. Help a separated baby Mario and baby Luigi find each other after they arrived by Stork in the Mushroom Kingdom in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Better known as just Yoshi's Island. Anyway, true or false, Yoshi can change color. Yes, he can. That's all I'm going to say about that. We've all heard of the different colored Yoshis if you played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And we've also heard about the different ability changes too, so no need to read all that. Peach. What is Peach called in the instruction manual for the first game she appeared in? Oh, this is also easy. Princess Toadstool. Everyone knows that. Which Nintendo gaming system launched Peach's first solo game? The DS. And I only got that because of the trivia book. In the last video mentioned this. Super Princess Peach. That's easy. On the Nintendo DS. Ooh, Toad. I always used to play as Toad when I was younger in Mario Kart Wii. Anyway, true or false, Toad works for Mario. False. While Toad often gives Mario helpful advice, his official occupation is aid to Princess Peach. He works hard to help protect the Mushroom Kingdom from baddies like Bowser. Is Toad always playable? No, not always, but you can play as Toad in Mario 2, as well as in the Mario Kart titles. However, you can usually count on him in other games to offer a hint or a tip if you're stuck. Yep, that's pretty accurate to the Yep, that's pretty accurate. Of course, Bowser, with the picture taken from Super Mario 64, interestingly enough. And then the right picture appears taken from Paper Mario, I think. But yeah, that looks like a beta SM64 shot? Or picture, excuse me? Huh, interesting. Anyway, true or false? Bowser used to be gray. True. If you search for the original Japanese cover of Mario 1, you'll find a gray Bowser with silver spikes on his shell. His hair was blonde, and his trademark horns were nowhere to be found. Oh, interesting. Huh. Anyway. 20. Bowser is known for having many minions. Can you name all of his Koopalings? Well, that's easy. Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig. Oh, the last 5 were named after famous musicians. And some older games refer to the Koopalings as Bowser's children, but newer ones classify them as underlings. I'm just going to call them Bowser's children. That's what everyone else does anyway. What inspired Wario's name? It's a combination of Mario and the Japanese word wari, which means bad, making it the perfect moniker for one of our favorite plumber's top rivals. Got that right. What food is Wario constantly eating? Garlic. So that's why he smells bad half the time. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Anyway, which video game did Waluigi first appear in? Luigi's nemesis made his debut in Mario Tennis, a N64 game that came out in 2000. As Wario's double partner, Waluigi isn't in every game in the Mario world, but he has been in every version of Mario Tennis. True or false? There is a conference room at Nintendo's HQ named after him. True. At Nintendo's Redmond, Washington offices, Conference Room 2011 bears Waluigi's name. That's cool. Oh, missed opportunity to put have the conference room number be 2000, and then after that is Waluigi, kind of like, referencing Mario Tennis that came out in 2000. That would have been pretty cool. 2000 Waluigi for the conference room. Anyway. Princess Daisy! Name the 4 kingdoms of Sarasaland, which Daisy rules over. They're Barbudo, Muta, Easton, and Chai. When we first meet Daisy in 1989's Super Mario Land, Mario helped rescue her from an evil alien named Tagangha, who took control of her people to persuade her to marry him. True or false, Daisy once went 20 years without appearing in a game. False. It was a 9-year break. The princess can be found in 1991's NES Open Tournament Golf, but she didn't pop up again until also Mario Tennis in 2000. Interesting. Alright. What is the name of the celestial species Rosalina adopted? Lumas. Duh. That's easy. Lumas. That's all that needs to be said there. What game reveals Rosalina's backstory? There's also not much to be said here. 2007 Super Mario Galaxy 1. And I say one, and I say it like that because there is also a sequel to Super Mario Galaxy. So yeah, I'm saying that so I could be a little more specific. The game that started it all. Oh, that's cool. It's the Lego sets. Okay, that's pretty clever, using the Lego set, considering I just read the Lego book as well. That's pretty cool. Or no, that's pretty clever. Anyway, the game that started it all. Whoops. Let's go back to 1985. Are you an expert in the OG video game Mario 1? As I almost tear the page because of thin paper. How many people can play the game? 2. That's easy. Oh my goodness. What is the game's objective? Help Mario and Luigi defeat Bowser. That's easy. What makes the game difficult? There are many Bowser impersonators in the game. Again, we all know that. That's easy. Where does every battle with Bowser happen? on a bridge suspended above lava in his castle. Whoops. Okay, there we go. 5. Players start with a certain number of lives and can gain them along the way. How do you lose a life? Well, that's easy. If you played video games, you know that if you hit an obstacle, enough times you'll lose a life. So basically, hitting obstacles. How many worlds were created for the game? 8. Oh. Mario 1 was the first side-scrolling video game. Nope, plenty of others came before it, including, but not limited to, Bomber, 1977, and Jump Bug, 1981. What other games was Mario 1 sold with? That's easy. Duck Hunts and world-class track meets. I actually didn't know that, actually. I know the Duck Hunt one, but I didn't know world-class track meet was put on there. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, what did Shigeru Miyamoto and designer Takashi T come up with as designs of the game? They originally drew layouts of the levels on graph paper, so that's why the trivia book mentioned something about graph paper. That would explain. Wow. Okay, then. Or the history book or something. I think I said history book. But yeah, that's why the book I read in the last video mentioned something about that. About graph paper. Huh. Anyway. True or... Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to do this. Single. True or false? True or false? The designers wanted to make the game challenging for users from the very beginning. Oh my goodness, camera. Seriously? False. World 1-1 was supposed to be fun and exciting, but not too difficult. And that's all that needs to be said. Moving on. True or false? Oh my goodness. There we go. Mario was going to shoot bullets. Oh. So apparently, basically to sum this up, yes, he was going to shoot his enemies, but Nintendo decided to focus more on the jumping and change the bullets to fireballs. Interesting. Why were the Goombas invented? Oh, okay, so that's why. Because apparently, your first big task in the game is to defeat a Goomba by stomping on it, but that wasn't the original plan. Originally, we had a Koopa Troopa that came out, but we thought it might be a little too difficult for the player to jump on and then kick it. That's why we created the Goomba. If it was a turtle, we couldn't really just jump on it and defeat it. So basically, the Goombas were created because of, to make the game easier, pretty much. Yeah. To make game progression easier. Basically. Did the theme song appear in this game? Well, duh. Yes. That's all I have to say to that one. Yes, it did. Duh. That's like the game's main theme. Anyway, how many years did Mario 1 hold the record for being one of the best-selling games of all time? With over 40 million copies sold worldwide. With over 40 million copies sold worldwide, the original Mario game kept that record for 20 years until Wii Sports sales eventually passed it. Alright, moving on. In 2021, someone bought an unopened copy of Mario 1. How much did they pay for it? They paid a whopping $2 million on Rally, a collectibles website. Moving on. Mario's secret moves and more. Think you're the #1 Mario player? See if you can answer these questions about Mario's special moves and hidden worlds correctly. Oh, another N64 image there. The crouching high jump first becomes an option in in Mario 2. How do you do it? Press and hold down and wait for Mario to crouch. Once he does, I release down and press A to perform a high jump. Oh, interesting. Alright. In Super Mario 64, there's only one secret way to move around that's never allowed again in a Mario game. What is it? If you jump on a shell after knocking out a Koopa, you can ride on it until you crash into a wall or object. I knew that. Most people do. True or false? There is a way to gain unlimited extra lives in Super Mario Bros. Wii. True, you can accomplish this in World 2-3. And if you want to know how to actually... And if you want to actually, yeah, if you want to actually figure out how to do this, then yeah, there you go. You can pause the video and read it. Alright, moving on. 4. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, how do you activate Yoshi's Infinite Flutter? Believed by many fans to be a glitch, this complicated move can be made by pressing A to flutter jump, releasing A, quickly pressing Z, releasing Z, and holding A again to flutter. It allows you to reach unseen spots and skip missions. Huh. Yeah, I think most people knew that. Mario can roll for the first time in Super Mario 3D Land. How? Press L or R to crouch, press X or Y to achieve a front roll, which helps you move faster and break blocks. Basically, the Mario equivalent of Sonic's ball rolling in Sonic 1. You know, before the spin dash would be introduced in Sonic 2. Anyway, spin jump is a controversial move in Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. How can you disable it? Players who don't want A and B triggering a spin jump just need to hold the Joy-Con stick to the left and press L and R when the game's title screen appears. Huh. Wow. Anyway. In Super Mario Odyssey, you don't need to press X or Y to throw Cappy. How else can you do it? You can flick your controller to make Cappy fly farther. How do you reach Minus World in Mario 1? Make your way to the end of World 1-2, find the pipe and break a couple bricks above it. Next, jump up and to the right until Mario is pulled into the wall and dropped into the first pipe. Make sure you don't move any further to the right. Use this pipe to take you to Minus World, which is an endless underwater level. Wow, that kind of reminds me of the glitched level in Star Fox SNES, I think it was? Out of This Dimension or something? Anyway, how can you get to Princess Peach's secret slide in Super Mario 64? Head to the second floor of Peach's castle, enter the one-star door, and jump into the stained glass window on the right. There are several different exits to different worlds in Super Mario World. How can you tell when a level has a secret exit? If you check out the overworld map, a red marker tells you there are multiple secret exits. A yellow marker indicates there's only one exit. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, World S is a secret world that contains 7 galaxies. What is the name of the 7th one? Grandmaster Galaxy. 12. How do you unlock a rainbow course in New Super Mario Bros. 2? It unlocks when you finish a level, and the last 2 digits in your time limit match the number of the world you're currently in. What makes the Champions Road level in Super Mario 3D World so difficult? 3 things make it the hardest level in the game. It's long and has no checkpoints, and there are no power-ups to be found. What do you earn when you find a hidden exit in Super Mario Wonder? You earn a Wonder Seed, which might help you find a path to a new level or gain entry into a special world. 15. How do you reach the dark side in Super Mario Odyssey? To get to the dark side of the moon, you first have to complete the main story and collect 250 Power Moons. Games galore. Mamma mia! There are many Mario games. We're quizzing you on Super Mario 64, Mario Kart, Mario Galaxy, and more. Interesting. True or false? The Tanuki suit first appeared in Mario 3. True, the suit did make its first appearance in World 4. Moving on. In the previous games, Mario and Luigi could run and jump. What new abilities did they gain in Mario 3? They're able to slide down hills, take flight, and throw certain items like bob-ombs and shells. Moving on. How does Bowser distract Mario and Luigi so he can kidnap Princess Peach in Mario 3? He sends his Kooplings out to capture and transform the kings of the Mushroom Kingdom into animals, so the brothers must fight each Koopling to get the kings back. There are multiple spade panels in Mario 3. What happens if you access one? You'll be presented with the opportunity to play a mini matching game. If you're successful, you'll gain extra lives. We all know that. What land do Mario and Luigi visit in Super Mario World? The brothers visit a prehistoric world called Dinosaur Land. Moving on. What does Mario need to do to ride Yoshi in Super Mario World? Mario can't ride Yoshi unless he finds one of those green and white Yoshi eggs. Which suit is introduced in Super Mario World? The Cape Feather power-up is brand new in this Super Nintendo game. With it, Mario or Luigi dons a cap that will help them take out enemies and even lets them fly over levels, skipping them entirely. So the Cape Feather, basically. Alrighty. Ugh. True or false? Super Mario World inspired an animated show. Short answer: yes, and it's available on Tubi if you're interested. Ah, here we go. Yes. Here we go. I've actually been wanting to do this. This is actually the section why I wanted to do this video. Also, is that a custom Mario Kart logo? I've never seen that logo before. Is that what the logo looked like originally, but then they changed it? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. How many Mario Kart games have been released? 11. Basically. Moving on. Where's number 10? There it is up here. The traditional way to play Mario Kart is in time trial mode. False. Grand Prix. Grand Prix is the traditional way to play. Everyone knows that. Which Nintendo system was first offered away? Oh, duh. Mario Kart Wii. I literally just mentioned that earlier. What is the final course in all the Mario Kart games? Rainbow Road. Oh, that's it. Oh well. It did say Super Mario 64 too, and Galaxy, which I also like that game. All right. What does Mario need to locate to reach Princess Peach from Bowser's clutches in Super Mario 64? Mario's mission is to collect the Power Stars. Wait. The other game said Superstars. Or no, not the other game. The other section said Superstars. Now this says Power Star. I am so confused. Is it Superstar or Power Star? Make up your mind. Anyway, but yeah, he basically has to collect the Power Stars that Bowser has stolen. Basically. It's one of those things. How did the Nintendo 64's controller change things for Mario in Super Mario 64? With the analog stick, players can control how fast Mario moved for the first time. All that needs to be said there. Name some of the new moves Mario can make in Super Mario 64. Crawling, punching, triple jumping, side somersaulting, and ground pounding. True or false? There was supposed to be a sequel to Super Mario 64. What? Okay, I did not know this. It was potentially going to be released on the GameCube and was going to be called Super Mario 128 or 128. There was talk of it for many years, but eventually elements of the game were incorporated into Pikmin and Super Mario Galaxy. What? I didn't know that. Super Mario 128? That is actually really cool. Oh, come on, turn. Oh, Mario Golf. Ugh. I'm not a fan of this game, really. Name all the 6 versions of Mario Golf. If I can get the book properly. There we go. Mario Golf 1. Wait, hold on. Mario Golf 99. Mario Golf 99. Mario Golf GBC. Mario Kart. Not Mario Kart. Jesus. Mario Kart. Oh, no, not that. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. That's a mouthful to say. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Mario Golf Advanced Tour. Mario Golf World Tour. And Mario Golf Super Rush. Good lord, that was so difficult for me to read. I'm not used to saying Mario Golf. I'm always saying Mario Kart because that just rolls off the tongue easier. All right, true or false? Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi are the only playable characters in the original Mario Kart game. False. you could also play as Wario, Bowser, DK, and Baby Mario. How many courses does the latest game, not Super Mario, well, yes, Super Mario, but Mario Golf Super Rush have? There are 11 courses in the 2020, well, basically 11 courses. That's all you need to know. 11 courses. There are multiple human characters introduced in the Mario Golf games. Can you name some of them? Yes, some of them are, yes, their names are Charlie, Plum, Charlie, Plum, Sunny, Harry, Maple, Kid. What? Anyway, Sherry, Joe, and Azalea. Or Azalea, I think that's how you say that. In Super Mario Sunshine, Mario was supposed to be on a relaxing vacation. What goes wrong? As soon as Mario arrives on Isle Delfino, he discovers it's covered with slimy graffiti left behind by various monsters and polluted piranha plants. It's his job to clean up all the goop. What is the name of the device that helps Mario clean up? FLUDD. Which is an acronym which stands for that. I'm not reading that. But that's all you need to know. Moving on. 23, yes. 7 bosses that go on to appear throughout the Mario universe are introduced in Sunshine. Can you name them? Well, first off, Bowser Jr., Petey Piranha, Gooper Blooper, Wiggler, Mecha Bowser, King Boo, and Ely Mouth. Oh, true or false? Super Mario Sunshine is the only game where I wear a short sleeve t-shirt. Yes, that's true. He's vacationing on a tropical island, so it makes sense. Yeah, he's on vacation. Duh. Who sends the letter at the beginning of Super Mario Galaxy? Princess Peach. Which, fun fact, is a reference to Super Mario 64. She'd do the same thing in Super Mario 64. True or false? Yeah, 26. Super Mario What the? Whoa. How on earth did they get that wrong? That's a misspelled word right there. How on earth did they get that wrong? They got it on this page. And up there, too. But nope. Someone messed up. Anyways, Super Mario Galaxy with the word Galaxy spelled wrong was the best-selling Mario game to release on the Wii. False. It was the third best-selling game after Super Mario Bros. Wii and Mario Kart Wii. How do you unlock the last star needed to complete SMG? 120 stars. Oh, wait, hold on. You to collect the first one once as Mario and again. So basically collect the first 120 stars as Mario and as both Mario and as Mario and Luigi, and then you earn the final star. And then you earn the final 121st star. Oh wait, oh crap. 2010. That's easy. Who does Bowser kidnap in Super Mario 3D World? 6 Sprixie princesses. Huh. In the 2021 Nintendo Switch version of Super Mario 3D World, what is the new mode called? Bowser's Fury. We all know that. True or false? There's a prequel game to Super Mario 3D World. Oh. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was released in for the Wii U in 2014. Oh, cool. Super Mario 3D World introduces Goomba masks. What do? They allow wearers to blend in with a group of Goombas. Basically like the Freddy mask from FNAF. Basically the Mario equivalent of the Freddy mask from FNAF 2. Oh my goodness. What happens if you click the first M in the title screen of Super Mario Maker? Every part of this title screen is interactive. If you click on the first M, it flips to a W. So the title reads Super Wario Maker. Next, a mystery mushroom dressed up as Wario appears on the screen. Okay, that's funny. What does the weird mushroom, a new power-up, do in Super Mario Maker? The mushroom makes Mario lankier and skinnier, a body shape that is similar to that of his brother, Luigi. True or false? Yes, I'm going the right way. The original Super Mario Maker game was released on the Nintendo DS. False! It was released on the Wii U. That's literally what it said on the last page. So yeah, Wii U, not 3DS. Although I could totally see it being released on the 3DS, though. How many levels of the 2019 sequel, Super Mario Maker 2, have been made by fans? 26 million fan-made levels. True or false? In Flappy Page Land. Anyway, true or false? In Super Mario Odyssey, you can stay in levels as long as you want. Yes, because it's an open-world game. Moving on. At the end of Super Mario Odyssey, Mario and Bowser fight over proposing to Princess Peach. Whose proposal does she accept? Neither one. That's honestly my kind of girl right there. Neither one. Anyway, Super Mario Odyssey, not Galaxy, introduces... Oh my goodness. There we go. Introduces a new ally for Mario. Cappy. What happens when Mario throws Cappy on his enemies? He's able to take control of them. You can also do the same thing to the taxi cab up there as well. Yeah, you can do the same thing to I think the taxi cab in in New Donk City and drive that around. I think you can do that. I'm not too sure. True or false? Mario doesn't have any lives. Super Mario Odyssey. True. He has infinite lives. So, and all you get from dying is just losing 10 coins. But he has infinite lives. Oh, here we go. Another interesting section. When did Super Nintendo World open in Japan? March 28th, 2021. Got that from the history book I read in the last video. What are the park's 2 Mario attractions? Well, that's easy. Mario Kart's Koopa's Challenge and Yoshi's Adventure. Fun facts. This kind of makes sense when you think about it, but Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge is actually called Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge in America. The reason why is because Bowser is referred to as King Koopa in Japan. I just thought that was interesting. Why would you buy a power-up band? To keep track of all the points and coins you can earn throughout the park. Yeah, that's from... Again, this entire section is basically... Yeah, in the other book, so that's why I'm skimming through it. Yes, a true or false, Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge's interactive experience. Yes, because of AR. Moving on. What is the name of the Mario-themed sit-down restaurant? Ein Kionopo's Cafe. Toad is known as Kionopo in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, he's known as that in Japan. In America, it's obviously called Toad's Cafe. When did Nintendo World at Universal Hollywood open? February 7th, 2023. Where can you buy your Mario merch? The 1UP Factory. Which characters, can you do a meet and greet with? Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. Nintendo World Hollywood only has one ride. Yes, it does, and it's the previously mentioned Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Moving on. True or false? There's a Nintendo World in Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Now, here's something interesting. At the time this book was made, false. But at the time of this video being made, a Nintendo World Orlando is now open, rendering this question kind of dated. So, there you go. The real answer to this question is actually true. Because, like I said, at the time of making this video, Nintendo World Orlando is now open. Anyway, moving on. On the big screen... Oh, that's the Mario movie. On the big screen. Alright. Oh my goodness. There we go. True or false? Mario is the first character you see on screen. False. The movie opens with Bowser. Moving on. What object does Bowser steal from the Snow Kingdom's penguin residence? Their superstar. Duh. Where do Mario and Luigi catch the commercial for their business? Punch-Out Pizzeria. Okay, that's clever. After getting sucked into a warp pipe on a plumbing job, both Mario and Luigi end up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Nope, Mario lands there, but Luigi winds up in the Dark Lands with Bowser. To prepare Mario for their upcoming battle against Bowser, Peach has him go through a training course. Does he complete it? Nope. And does he complete it? No. He fails multiple times. Peach only agrees to marry Bowser to ensure Peach only agrees to marry Bowser to ensure Toad isn't tortured. How does Toad help Peach get out of the wedding? He puts an ice flower in her bouquet so she can freeze Bowser with it. How does Mario manage to beat Donkey Kong in a fight? Mario is the underdog in the Jungle Kingdom showdown, but his cat suit gives him the abilities he needs to win. So basically, the cat suit. Who ultimately imprisons Bowser at the end of the movie? After Mario and Luigi use the Superstar to incapacitate him, Peach uses a blue mini mushroom to shrink Bowser, and Toad imprisons him in a jar. So technically, Toad does. Technically. Anyway, what happens in the middle of the credits? Bowser sings a new verse for his love song, Peaches. Moving on. The less we say about that, the better. Name the actors who voice Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Bowser. I'm not going to say that. You can look at the last video. In the last video, these names were all mentioned. Moving on. When did the movie premiere in theaters? April 5th, 2023. Moving on. True or false? False. Hold on. True or false? Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto was not involved in making the movie. Duh. No, he was he was a producer on the film. Duh. Of course it would make sense to get the rights of course it would make sense to ask the producer of a Mario movie to help make it. Duh. Anyway, how big was the film's budget? Production costs for the flick were over $100 million. Moving on. How did the critics review the movie? 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience score is 95%. True or false? There are no plans to create a sequel film. False. A sequel is slated to premiere in theaters on April 3rd next year, 2026. And this is what the back of this says. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to y'all later.